All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving into some pretty interesting stuff today.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about DeFi,
DeFi.
decentralized finance,
Yeah.
and a really interesting rule that the IRS put out a couple of years ago that's kind of come back into the spotlight and might get repealed.
Yeah, it's been making waves.
It has. So
Big time.
I think it'd be helpful to kind of set the scene.
For sure.
So DeFi, decentralized finance.
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically trying to do finance
Yeah.
without the middlemen.
Without the banks, without the,
Without the banks, without the brokerages.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Zero to peer.
Peer-to-peer, exactly.
Yeah.
And so back in December 2022, the IRS put out this rule,
Right.
basically saying that
Crypto brokers
crypto brokers,
have to report user trading data.
all the trading data and personal information of their users.
Yeah, just like traditional stockbrokers.
Just like, you
Yeah.
know, your Fidelities and your Schwabs.
Right.
And, you know, the reason they gave was to try to crack down on tax evasion.
Which, on its face, right, it sounds like
Sounds reasonable.
reasonable. We want people to pay their taxes.
Sure, of course, yeah.
But there's some issues.
It kind of undercuts the entire idea of
It really does.
DeFi.
Like, the whole beauty of DeFi is you don't need those middlemen.
Right.
And now the government's like, well, actually, you need the middlemen, and they have to tell us everything.
You have to go through the middleman, and the middlemen have to report to us.
Exactly.
It's like, wait a minute, I thought this whole thing was about not having to go through that.
Yeah, if you're going to have to go through middlemen anyway, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And this is where Senator Ted Cruz enters the picture.
Yeah, he's been a big advocate for
He has.
crypto in general,
He has.
and particularly against this rule.
He is actually the one who is pushing for the repeal.
Yeah.
And
He called it a last-minute rule by the Biden administration, which, I mean, it's true, but that's also adding a little fuel to the fire.
it does add a little political,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
flavor to this whole thing.
of course.
Um,
I mean, it's interesting, right? Because some people would argue that clear regulation like this
yeah.
might actually attract more investment,
Some people would say that.
because there's
Yeah.
more certainty, like this is how it works.
It's clear how to do business here,
Right.
you know?
Mm.
You're not going to get in trouble as long as you follow these rules.
Exactly.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I can see that perspective,
Sure.
Like I said, on its face, it makes sense. You want people to pay their taxes.
Of course.
But I think the bigger concern here
Yeah.
is that you're potentially stifling innovation.
Yeah, you're stifling all of the new technology that's coming out.
Exactly.
You know, and this is like the Wild West.
The Wild West.
You know?
Yeah.
Things are moving so fast.
There's zero knowledge proofs. There's all this stuff. Exactly. We're talking about cutting edge technology that could revolutionize finance.
Right.
And if we're not careful, we're going to push all of that innovation overseas.
Overseas, exactly. And that's the
And
thing.
that's what Ted Cruz is saying.
Ted Cruz is saying, listen,
Yeah.
we want to be the leaders in this space.
Exactly.
So
So yeah, this repeal,
this repeal could be huge.
it could be massive for DeFi.
It could.
We could see a surge in innovation.
Innovation, jobs,
Jobs.
you know, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
So what would that mean for, like, you, the listener out there?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if this rule gets repealed,
Right.
it could mean less scrutiny on your crypto transactions,
Potentially. Increased privacy.
increased privacy, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some new investment opportunities.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the exciting thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
we could see a whole new wave of DeFi products and services.
Yeah, and this has really energized the crypto community.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
People are excited.
people are very excited about this. Christine Smith, who's the CEO of the Blockchain Association,
Mm-hmm.
called the original rule an attack on our privacy and freedom.
Which is a pretty strong statement. But, a lot of people agree with her.
I've seen a lot of people on, crypto Twitter
Yeah.
saying the same thing. So
And of course, with Trump back in office,
Yeah.
he's been
he's been very
pretty vocal.
pro crypto.
Yeah, he wants to make America the crypto hub.
He wants to make America the crypto hub. So
It's an exciting time.
this could actually become a reality.
Yeah.
But we do have to remember
Right. There's still a process.
there's a process.
This has got to go through the House.
It has to go through the House,
Then it goes to Trump's desk.
to Trump's desk,
Yeah.
and he could still veto it.
He could. You never know.
So that's
he's
right.
generally pro-crypto, but
Generally pro crypto.
in the specific rule, who knows?
We'll have to see. And, that kind of makes me think, like, what is this
Yeah.
What is this going to mean for other countries?
Right. Like what kind of precedent
If the U.S. does this,
is this?
does
Yeah.
this set a precedent
Or the rest of the world?
for the rest of the world?
Are other countries going to follow suit?
Right.
Or are we going to see this kind of fragmented landscape
Yeah.
where different countries have completely different approaches to DeFi?
Right.
You know, it's
Then
a distinct question.
that could stifle innovation as well
Absolutely.
if you have to comply with
Right.
195 different sets of rules.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
It is, and I think it's something that all of our listeners should keep an eye on.
For sure.
And just think about like the long-term implications here.
Yeah.
Like how could this potentially impact, global adoption of crypto,
Mhm.
global innovation?
It's a turning point, potentially,
It is.
for the whole crypto world.
It really is. So stay tuned. We'll be keeping a close eye on this and keep you all updated.
Absolutely.
Until then, thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.